The city of Venice originates from around the 5th century and is spread over 118 islands within a lagoon on the eastern coast of Italy. The foundations are built from bricks and stone sitting on top of tolpi. These are wooden piles, often oak, pine or larch, up to 60 feet tall that have been chemically treated to prevent decay. Originally driven into the sediment by hand, this process is now performed by cranes and machinery. Venice originated as a merchant republic separate from the Italian mainland and rules. Most architectural styles present in Venice originated in Europe and the East. However, when the floating city adopted these styles, they were interpreted in an individual way. St. Mark's Basilica is situated within Piazza San Marco. This building is the best known example of Byzantine architecture and is nicknamed the Church of Gold. The first St. Mark's was a temporary building in the Doge's Palace, constructed in 828 when Venetian merchants stole the supposed relics of Mark the Evangelist from Alexandria. This was replaced by a new church on its present site in 832. Byzantine arches are a key characteristic to the design of St. Mark's. Its use of symmetry is typical of the Byzantine era, along with the important use of light and colour in churches, as services took place after dark. Furthermore, St. Mark's Cathedral uses shallow domes with round walls, square bases and squinches. Individual pieces of mosaics are angled so to reflect the light and create a scintillating effect. St. Mark's is adjacent and connected to Doge's Palace, and was originally the chapel of the Doge. The building incorporates the new idea of pendentives, which are triangular panels, to create a continuous surface. In latter years, higher lead-covered wooden domes were constructed above the Byzantine originals. This was part of a new Gothic-style facade added to blend St. Mark's together with the redesigned Doge's Palace. One of the key Gothic elements within Doge's Palace is the first floor arcade of arches. Santa Maria del Miracoli is an example of early Renaissance architecture. However, it also includes features from other architectural styles. Its use of simple geometric shapes gives the building its jewel box shape. Renaissance architects believed that the square and circle shapes portrayed ultimate perfection. They used their own interpretation of classical architecture by changing the sizes and proportions of the columns, entablatures and ornamentation. This was based on a new mathematical relationship between different architectural elements and science of perspective. Venetians tried to recreate the golden age of the ancients. cité is an example of Baroque architecture and is situated along the Grand Canal. This is a Palladian church influenced by Vitruvius's drawings and writings of the perfect proportions. San Giorgio Maggiore was originally a monastery built over the reclaimed marshes. Similar to St. Mark's, San Giorgio Maggiore expresses the importance of light and dark to create a more aesthetically pleasing internal space. There are 4 3/4-sized composite columns raised on high pedestals. This is similar to the Renaissance architecture, where there is a strong focus on classical rules and proportions, and comparable to the Byzantine architecture, where there is an emphasis on symmetry. The building is a perfect Palladian cross, with a longitudinal barrel-vaulted roof and a central dome supported by the composite columns. The white facade is based on the Palladian idea of mimicking Roman temples. Querini Stampalia was originally built for Francesco and Paolo Querini during the 16th century. In the 1960s, the interior and courtyard garden were extensively redeveloped by Carlo Scarpa. The rooms that have been renovated have been done so in a modern fashion that juxtaposes the traditional nature of the rest of the building. Venice is a city with its own unique culture and style. Each of the buildings shows an evolution of the styles before and helps to create the diverse landscape of Venice today. Each of the architectural styles present in Venice has an individuality that cannot be seen in mainland Europe.